Let's face it would not be possible to cook with compassion without the farmers, ranchers, and producers who humanely raise animals. One of these producers is Herbruck, a leading egg production company based in Saranac, Michigan. Since 1958, Herbruck has embraced their mission of respect the bird, love the egg, and has been an American Humane certified producer since 2008. Greg Herbruck became a full-time employee of the family business in 1979, and today he leads the family business as CEO and vice chairman of the board. We were lucky to have Greg with us in studio to talk about his approach to farming. Greg, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm so thrilled to spend this time with you because this is one of my favorite subjects. It's what do we serve our families, particularly families who are interested in having humanely raised food. I love it. I know you have seen, particularly in your long time in the business, consumers' perceptions change. Can you share with me about what you have seen in terms of consumers thinking about what they eat?
The consumer very much has changed over the many decades I've been in the egg business. Historically, they had relied on the government. Now they're very much more involved with the information about how their food is produced. And very much with the internet and access to much of that, we have to prepare and provide that information about how we go about caring for hens and producing a safe, quality egg.
And you know, I think families really do want to know that you're a family business and that you're producing humanely raised eggs for their family table, which I think is so important.
Yeah, that's been part of our success story is our family truly enjoys working together. And we recognize each other's skills and that we complement each other and we support each other. And that's been, hopefully we bring that into the next generation. I'm a third generation egg farmer.
You're third generation egg farmer. I think our viewers need to hear that. That's remarkable.
Yeah, and then we have a fourth generation coming along, and I have a grandson who hopefully is started the fifth generation.
Fifth generation in training, we hope soon.
He's not walking yet. So.
Okay, well he'll be in training in a few more years.
Yes.
I love that. Well, Greg, you have seen consumers' perceptions change. They're much more interested in humanely raised products, right? Humanely raised eggs in your case. What I'm so fascinated by, though, is that you have this generational business, family business. How can you expand nationally, as you've done so beautifully, and also still keep your focus on raising hens?
Well, it comes down to the family business as we did it side by side back with my parents and grandparents. We do that every day with our team. And it comes from a core culture that you live. It's not an event. And our culture is serve the bird. And that is actually our trademark term. And it is very much about whatever's best for the bird, we do. We want that hen, we kind of put it up on a pedestal and say, whatever's the best for her, we want to do. Because so that she thrives in the environment, produces lots of eggs.
And so the motto that you say is trademarked, serve the bird. I love that.
Yes, it was a culmination of what we always were doing, and it's served us well in the marketplace, and it also states, for training our team, as we grow as a company, we very much, this is the culture. It's based on serving that bird, and that when you're thinking of that every day, when you're caring for the bird or you're caring for the egg she produced, think of we're trying to serve that bird.
That's beautiful. I know we're so proud that you are American Humane certified, and certainly serve the bird is the philosophy of American Humane. Can you share with me and our viewers, of course, what does the American Humane certified seal mean to you and certainly your entire family?
Well, it's a representation of our commitment to cage-free production. That's what it's about. It is a validation for us in our partnership with American Humane that we are providing the best care for that animal that then produces an egg that we sell in the marketplace. So it's that validation and partnership to a very high standard. We held, as a family, we held ourselves to very high standards. And it's, in the marketplace, we use American Humane to help validate that and prove that to our customers and the consumers.
Greg, why should consumers care about looking for that American Humane certified seal? What does it mean to them?
Well, as we mentioned earlier, consumers are engaged in learning about how their food is produced and the standards of which the food is produced. So again, the American Humane Certified Seal is the gold standard, and we very much drive people through our website and our promotions to look for that seal, because we use it to market that we are verifying and validating that we are caring for our animals to the highest standard in a cage-free environment.
I want to take a little moment here and love for you to share, what does cage-free egg mean?
Cage-free is a much different system. I grew up, and my father's generation and my grandfather's, they went from the cage-free into cage. And it was a much easier system to care for. You could kind of, when you went home at 5 o'clock, you knew where the birds were going to be tomorrow. I say cage-free, we've given them decision-making capabilities. And so we have to be the mother hen to teach them. I say sometimes it's like taking care of 100,000 13-year-olds.
Oh my goodness.
You don't turn your back on them, and they can make a
Never.
lot of bad decisions, so you have to very much teach them to make good decisions. And so that's what cage-free is about. They can exhibit all their natural behaviors that they'd like to do. And that is the free roaming. They can make a decision whether they want to go, and a lot of the systems are multi-tier, so the birds can, if there is pecking orders with chickens, so if a bird is a low hierarchy bird, it needs to thrive. It's that 1 of 99. We need to make sure that hen thrives, so that's a lot about our design of our hen house. We are very involved in the design of that. We don't just buy something off the shelf. We are working with our manufacturers to say, this is what this needs to be like, so that the birds, if they crowd in one area, we want to have, how do they have a uniform? We want them to be uniformly using the space.
Yes.
So it's very much about engaged in the details of caring for the hen.
I understand about 90% in the animal protein space are not certified.
Yeah.
And maybe not humane. What are your thoughts about the 90%, and what would you tell other producers to do?
I'd say seriously consider American Humane Certified. It's happening naturally as we switch to cage-free. The marketplace is demanding it. There's still much of the production in the United States is caged. So as our industry converts based on the marketplace asking and demanding it, more and more, I think you'll be busier very soon.
We're ready for it.
You're good.
Because we know it all impacts the animals. Just like you said, you serve the 99, so do we. And you serve the bird, as do we. Greg, what a pleasure to spend time with you today. Thank you so much for being on American Humane in Action.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me be a part of it.